Time now for the Morning Rush.
We start with Kristen Curry.
Good morning. Nothing but sunshine expected today and a little bit of wind over north and northeast New Mexico, but no clouds, no nothing really. I put that into motion. Tomorrow you'll notice a little bit more coming in across the western areas as our next storm system brings the potential for a few spot snow showers up near the northern state line in southern Colorado, and that will be late Saturday into Sunday morning. David.
As you get ready to head out the door, we are following the day's top local stories. We start with Fernanda Lopez.
This morning, both sides of the country are preparing for massive, crippling storms. On the East Coast, a nor'easter is expected to bring heavy downpours, hurricane-force winds, and snow in coastal Massachusetts. With already high tides right now, major flooding is a big concern, with a storm surge expected that could reach 3 feet. In California, 30,000 people living near burn scars in Santa Barbara County are under a mandatory evacuation because of the danger for mudslides as they prepare for torrential rain. David?
Happening today, the man police say pulled the trigger, killing an Edgewood gas station attendant, is expected in court. Daniel Martinez is scheduled to make his first appearance in Santa Fe after he was released from the hospital on Tuesday. Martinez faces a murder charge accused of killing Michael Pelkey. 6 others are accused of orchestrating and carrying out a robbery for nearly $50 almost 2 weeks ago.
2 people being questioned this morning following a deadly shooting at an Albuquerque park. Officers say they found a man shot at Tower Park just after 5 yesterday evening. The park sits on Tower and 86th Street in the South Valley. The man died after he was rushed to UNM Hospital. Police are still investigating this.
New overnight, we're learning Portales Mayor Sharon King has died after a lengthy battle with cancer. According to the Eastern New Mexico News, King was Portales' first female mayor, elected in 2010 and re-elected in 2014. In 2013, she was diagnosed with a type of bone cancer. Now, King announced in September she would not seek re-election as mayor. Sharon King was 64.
Today is your last day to vote early for Santa Fe's mayor. You can cast ballots at Genevieve Chavez Community Center and at City Hall until 5 p.m. Tuesday is Election Day. If you wait until then, you'll have your pick of 12 voting locations. The city is also offering free bus fare to make it easy for you to get out and vote.
Happening now, President Trump's plan to impose tariffs on steel and aluminum imports is prompting fears of a trade war. The president tweeted this morning saying that would actually be a good thing. The president says the measures are necessary to protect U.S. industrial interests. Leaders from the European Union and Canada said they will retaliate if tariffs are enacted.
On to News New at 6 and happening right now, the Justice Department is reviewing the actions of Oakland's mayor after she sent out a warning before recent ICE raids in the Bay Area. That's according to the White House. ICE says officers made 232 arrests this week. Officials say the number could have been higher, but the mayor's alert may have helped illegal immigrants elude arrest. The mayor says she did nothing wrong, despite ICE officials calling it potentially illegal, adding that she put the lives of ICE agents in jeopardy.
New at 6, Congress wants the Department of Housing and Urban Development to turn over all information-related documents or to declaration requests. This after HUD Secretary Ben Carson is accused of spending $3,100 on a dining set. Yesterday, Carson said he was surprised and is now canceling the order. Congress also wants information about an employee's claim she was demoted for refusing to spend more on furnishings than was legally allowed.
On to news happening right now. Rio Rancho schools are working on major upgrades to security for their schools there. This morning, more cameras will be watching classrooms, and by this summer, district officials say secured lobbies will be up at every single building. The upgrades announced last night in a packed Rio Rancho Public Schools administration building. The district's already added more than 100 cameras at schools recently. For parents that want more details on this, go to our website, krqa.com. Kristen.
Today's Metro Threat Index only out of 1. We're just talking chilly temperatures this morning, down to the 30s, but this afternoon, nothing to worry about. Highs in the 60s, sunny skies on top, winds 5 to 15 miles per hour out of the south. Sarah.
New numbers this morning show a local program aimed at fighting back against repeat DWI offenders is having success. Officials say the amount of people who go on to get another DWI charge after graduating from the DWI Recovery Court program has dropped. Since 2015, the recidivism rate dropped from 6.5% to 5.4%. From July to December of 2017, 80% of those in the program graduated. Out of that group, nearly all of them went on to get a job. David?
Add this retailer to the list. LL Bean is the latest company to end rifle sales to anyone under 21. Now, the outdoor retailer only sells firearms at its flagship store in Maine, which are meant for hunting and target shooting. Earlier this week, Dick's Sporting Goods and Walmart changed their gun sales policies.
On to new facts for you this morning. A study conducted by the University of Washington Medicine is suggesting using brain cells created from stem cells that could offer a new treatment and even prevent Alzheimer's disease. Researchers developed an experimental compound that reduced the production of toxic proteins that attack and kill brain cells, causing dementia. Kristen.
Coming up for a check in your Friday morning commute. Not seeing any major incidents out there this morning. Some minor slowing already on Paseo eastbound as you approach I-25. Everything else looks clean and green this morning.
New at 6, Instant Pot is recalling one of its cookers because of a defect that can cause overheating and melting. The unit at risk is the GEM 65 8-in-1 multi-cooker. It's similar to a slow cooker but speeds up cooking time and can also roast, bake, and sear. Now, the models are sold exclusively at Walmart. Instant Pot says it will give information about a replacement within the next few weeks.
All right, listen to this. Amazon's Alexa could be helping you turn hello into hola or bonjour. The tech giant wants their voice-controlled personal assistant to become a real-time universal language translator. Yahoo News reports a team at Amazon is now working to make Alexa understand not only basic words but sophisticated phrases as well, so that people from two different cultures can actually hold meaningful conversations.
Very neat.
Yeah. Number 5 here today, we are dealing with this weekend, we're dealing with high fire danger. Officials have been holding wildfire preparedness meetings for the public and training their hotshot crews early. And they say that the reason why is because of all the dry conditions we've seen in the winter months. They say recently a lawnmower started a blaze in the Bosque, and they want everyone to be prepared and aware. You can start by getting your home ready in case of a wildfire by clearing out the dry foliage.
At number 4, 20 more bills are becoming law after getting Governor Susana Martinez's signature. 2 of those bills aim to address strangulation in domestic violence situations by upgrading it to a serious violent crime. Now, it will soon be classified as aggravated battery. Another bill will create an auto theft prevention authority. The governor also signed a bill ordering CYFD to develop standards for early childhood care programs.
And number 3, warmer temperatures across the state today. Albuquerque well above average as we're in the 60s this afternoon. Sunny skies overhead, but breezy to windy conditions prompting red flag warnings over the northeast today. Those do continue again tomorrow afternoon. Strongest winds expected Sunday with a few spotty showers likely up near the northern state line.
At number 2, new this morning, a 15-year-old Capitan student could be committed to the custody of CYFD for up to 2 years after being found guilty of putting together a hit list of classmates. Yesterday, Judge Daniel Bryant convicted the teen for the delinquent act of interference with the educational process. Now, during the bus ride home from school last month, the teen is said to have asking a fellow student if he could take the student's picture for a kill list. The student reported the incident to his mother, who reported it to the school. The teen admitted to school officials about saying he was making a kill list. During a search warrant, officers could not find any lists. A hearing is scheduled for Wednesday, March 7th.
On to number 1 now. Prosecutors will continue working on paperwork to keep a man accused in the murder of 2 roommates locked up until trial. Police say James Knight beat Zachariah Fry and Eugene Carroll Ray to death at their home in Albuquerque before dumping their bodies in a rural part of Santa Fe County. Fry's sister, who was in the courtroom when Knight faced a judge for the first time yesterday, says that she's the one who reported Fry missing. Knight is now facing murder charges. He's still locked up this morning while the state finishes that paperwork. A detention hearing has yet to be set. We'll let you know when it is.
All right. Yeah, a whole lot more we have in store for you coming up on Fox New Mexico. That's now at our 7 o'clock hour.